This is the interior plumbing and appliance, and we're starting at the top. And working down, and we're in the guest bathroom. Upstairs guest bathroom. We have upstairs hall bathroom. And the fans working and everything. Now underneath here, we're missing an escutcheon plate, one of those little metal plates on the hot water supply side. Again over here, let me see, inquiry minds want to know, how far are you from the wall, sir? You're just a little too close to that wall. 15 should be right in the dead center of the horn, so like about a half an inch off. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. This window, not only is the seals broken on that, but he's very difficult to operate. He's a slider. These are double pane, vinyl frame, metal frame windows. This is the only bathroom GFCI that we have. That's the only bathroom GFCI that I have found. And I even tested. I tripped it. In fact, I got to reset it. Then went and checked some others to see if they were just not wired right. But no, there's no GFCI protection in any of the bathrooms other than this bathroom. Coming on along and down to the end of the hallway here. Yay. And since this is appliances, by the way, this is the upstairs thermostat right here. And it's programmable. And it faces the east window, so that's good. That's an acceptable location. We got one carbon monoxide alarm upstairs and one downstairs outside of the parent bedroom. And we got 3 smoke alarms. We got one here at the top of the stairs. We've got one in front of the parent bedroom door, and we've got another one right here in the guest suite. Moving on along. Is that a broken door? Look at that. Looks like somebody wandered in. Okay, this commode's got plenty of room around it. Everything flushes go down. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. We've got 6 broken ceramic tiles across the back here. I thought I had something interesting in. Nope, boring. Okay, that's the carbon monoxide alarm I think I told you about. Coming on along, we can come in the front door. You come to the right here. There's the smoke alarm for the parent. We're in the parent suite. This is all nice. Coming along, the bathtub. What we've got here is we've got a flexible drain back up in there. You're not supposed to have flexible drains. You got another one over here. Flexible drain. Okay. This is supposed to be smooth. If they're corrugated like that, they will catch stuff and clog sooner. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. This commode is far enough away from the walls. Is it? I thought it was on first pass. No, he's too close to the wall. Just take a few notes here. Parent commode, guest commode, and half commode are all too close to the wall. You'll see that one in a minute. The shower is like this. This one, unlike the shower upstairs, this one opens either way, which is fine. We've got the wands, and that's good. We've got the flexible drain, like I said. Alright. We've got another video for the water heater. And that was not it. I was just looking around. That was not it. There's the carbon monoxide alarm for the parent bedroom. Moving on along, this is the half bathroom. Now this is an interesting thing about this bathroom. And I'm kind of like jumping around and no GFCI. But this bathroom is the only room that I noticed is we got wallpaper. And wallpaper is like a petri dish, and that's why I'm just kind of putting that in the plumbing section. So it holds, when you peel this off, there's no telling what you're going to see behind it, because it holds the moisture next to the paper on the gypsum board. It really does make kind of like a Petri dish. So when you pull this off, it might look kind of scary at first, but it's really not that much to worry about. Boring. Okay, this come over. It's too close. It's too close to here. So the APA will tell you, if it's less than 10 square feet, just get rid of it. Hire the guys with the yellow hazmat suits to come over. You just take it to the hazmat place, and they'll take care of it. No sense in finding out if it's good mold or bad mold. You just get rid of it. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Coming along here, we're in the kitchen, and this is the dishwasher. And everything's going around and around and steaming up and opening up, and it's just really having a good day. Now, if this home was built this morning, and it was not, but it was remodeled, and when you remodel, you're supposed to come up with the newest codes. And when this home was remodeled, the code was that this dishwasher should have been GFCI protected. And that's what the code was for that. Now, when it was remodeled, it wasn't required for the food waste disposal to be GFCI protected. But if this home was built this morning, and again, it's not, then the disposal should also be GFCI protected. It's 3/4 horsepower. And we come up underneath here, we've got some notices. This house has been inspected before. I recognize some of these names. But what I recognize right over here is Pyfron, which is a chemical that I use to treat my house. And this house has been treated. That's a subterranean termite treatment. Okay, so in 1990, this was treated with Pyfron. Now, the label on Pyfron says that it's a permanent treatment, that you should not retreat unless you see conditions change. Like you put all the wood mulch around next to the house, you change the conditions. That's a reason to do a pre-treat if you felt comfortable doing that. But if the conditions didn't change unless you see live animals, it's a permanent treatment. And it should be noted that my house had a permanent treatment 3 times. So just because it's supposed to be a permanent treatment doesn't mean there's going to be one. But this house has been treated for termites. 3/4 horsepower, I already mentioned that. Okay. Oh, this is the drain line for your food waste, for your dishwasher. And see where it comes up? You do not have an anti-siphon loop. So the barometric pressure pushing down on all this pressure pushing down on this can force the dirty water out of your sink back through your disposal back into your clean dishes. So you're supposed to have an anti-siphon loop on that. And they work, I know. I blew it off. I'm a husband. I'm a man. You don't really need that. They got them built inside and stuff. And, I got tired of listening about what was happening to our dishes. And now we got clean dishes because I went in there and fixed it like I'm supposed to. Okay, this is the splash guard. It looks like it's a little worse for wear here. A little worse for wear. Let's see what that 3/4 sounds like. Boy, man, that hums like a boss. That hums like a boss. Hang on 1 second. Okay, when this home was just a baby in the builder's belly, and they didn't know what they're going to do with color treatments and all this stuff, and all this was framed out before the gypsum board was installed, then all these boxes were set out so that they'd come out through the gypsum board, and all these fixtures, all these lights and switches and devices and receptacles and outlets. I mean, the outlets are the boxes. But they all come out so it's nice and formed. And then we came in here, we added this nice, beautiful splashback over here. And when we did that, then that caused the wall to come out farther than the way it was set up. So now we've got this big old gap in there. And that compromises the fire blocking right there. That gap does. So they sell these things called extenders. They're about $2 a piece. So it's 2, 4, 6, 10, 16. For about 20. They're going to charge you more than that. They're going to charge you tax. That's how they get you. But for somewhere around $20, something they could have been done right. It could have been done right. That's what I'm saying. And then over here, the way this cabinet comes down, this countertop comes down, see the way it cascades down? That's the way it's supposed to come down. And you got this little edge right here. That's called a foul line. That's hillbilly home inspection foul line right there. All right? That's where all the cooties hide. And the germs and the bacteria and the viruses. And that's where it all hides. Everybody says, oh, just put a little bleach under there and it'll be all right. And you know, I hate discounting my work. I absolutely hate discounting my work. But, you know, I have yet to have a client call me back and say, hey, bud, glad you caught that foul line. We got that taken care of. I'm just saying that, you know, there's, you know, the cure might be worse than the ill. It's kind of like bundling in the electrical bundling in the electric service panel. So you know, I'm probably dwelling on this longer than I should, considering the weight of the subject. So coming along here, now this is the cooktop. All right, this is like the water heater. Look at that gray connector. That hasn't been old. When they rebuilt this kitchen, they should have put new connectors in. That's just all that, I mean, my goodness. And that's, when they replaced the cooktop, they should have put a new connector. And they shouldn't use the old connector from the old cooktop. They just shouldn't have. But they did. And that's dangerous, by the way. That's dangerous. I'm going to talk less about that than I am about that. Isn't that ironic? But this is dangerous. They have problems with this stuff called explosions and fires. And that's why they quit using it. Huh. Okay. This is our cooktop here. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. This vent fan is circulating. It's built into the microwave oven. And, you know, code says you don't even have to have a vent fan. But if you do, code says that this corner shouldn't be any closer to this than 24 inches. That's what code says. Code also says that the manufacturer's installation instructions supersedes. So if you go to Frigidaire, it's UL listed, so it's got UL listed instructions, and you read the instructions, and if they tell you that this isn't supposed to be any closer than 35 inches, well then that supersedes, that overrides it. Let's put a little tape measure on this, just so we know. We don't have the instructions though. Or with 31 inches, whatever the manufacturer says. But as it is now, just relying on code, that's too close. You're not going to put a stock pot back here. You know, if you're going to make gumbo or, you know, boil some, color some Easter eggs even. You know, it might be a little difficult. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to put some cold water on this rag. All right. This is your light. And your filter's a little dirty. See that? Vent fan. It's blowing nice and cold. That's why I use the rag. I want to see what it's doing to the heat. Oh, look at the iodes. Okay, let's try that again. High, low. Oh, it's not. A lot of times they do that with the lowercase. I thought I found something. But let's keep looking. So I'll put this wet rag in here. And hang on. Like I said, I didn't set this little production up. They don't call me Cecil Bud DeMille or nothing. I'll put my magic lights in here. It's not enough that the microwave makes things hot. It's also supposed to pulse. And that's part of the function that it gives it. And so that makes it cook better. I don't know what else, but that's what they told me. Cook time, 15 seconds. Start. And let's just look in here. Oh, we got lights. Look at that. Pulsing lights. Can you believe that? Is that incredible or what? Was that worth the wait? Is that worth the wait? Hot? You bet it's hot. It's nice and hot. Okay. Coming on along. This is our oven. And we're just gonna bake. What do we do over here? Up, 350. Oven light, so I see what I'm doing. We got to start on this thing? No, we don't have to. Lower oven, bake. We do up, 350. Oven light. Let's just go. And we'll get back to that because I haven't. But what we have here is we got bake and we got clean. Keep warm. Okay, I'm not seeing convection here, and convection is not required. Cleaning's not required for that matter. And I just run it through the paces. I just run it through the bake and the broil sections, and then that's where I'm left off at. This is a built-in refrigerator. Is that a monster or what? That is pretty cool. But I don't inspect them. I do not inspect them. So this is a mechanical equipment, like a refrigerator. So just because I don't inspect it, I mean, it's cold inside of here, but it needs to be serviced. You want to change the water filters, maybe the ice filter. You might have 2 filters here. You got coils up here that need to be cleaned so it runs efficient. It's been making ice. And that's about all I know about it, except that I wish I had it. I don't know how it even fit in my house, but I'm still lusting after it. Okay, coming on along here, we're getting close to the end. Pots on the left, coals on the right. If this home was built today, even this 220, 240, it'd be GFCI protected. No GFCI protection, no GFCI protection. Looks like you can use gas if you want it. No GFCI over here either. And you saw this on the exterior, but this vent does not extend through the wall 100%. So this thing does not vent quite like it should. And that is the interior house. And this window works pretty good. I haven't worked very many others, but I will. We're going to do that. Oh, I haven't done this yet either. This is GFCI protected. The island is. These are not GFCI protected. This one is not GFCI protected. But these are GFCI protected. That guy, that guy, that guy. That's not GFCI protected. That's not GFCI protected. This is GFCI protected. They're not.